Now we are solving question number 2b. Alpha Tech Limited, an Indian listed company, has availed 1st July. Okay. Alpha Tech Limited, an Indian listed company, has availed on 1st July 2024 a short-term loan facility 50 crores from XYZ Bank Limited, repayable on 30th June 2025. Alpha Tech Limited prepare its financial statement at 31st March of each year. On 31st March 2025, Alpha Tech Limited, Bank Limited enter into a formal unconditional agreement to roll over the outstanding loan into new long-term facility of 50 crore repayable on 30th June 2020. Discuss the classification of the aforesaid loan in the balance sheet of Alpha Tech. Discuss the classification of the aforesaid loan in the balance sheet of Alpha Tech Limited as at 31st March 2025. Will your answer to one change if the new arrangement of Alpha Tech Limited will with XYZ Bank Limited was signed after 31st March 2025, but before the financial statements of the Alpha Tech Limited were approved for issue? Whether your answer to change the original loan from XYZ Bank Limited as paid on the date of ABC Bank Limited under the new 5-year facility by ABC Bank Limited The agreement with the ABC Bank Limited signed on 31st March 2025. Will your answer to one change if Alpha Tech Limited is yet to sign any new arrangement with any of the bank has intention to potential to refinance the loan and continue discussion with the banks by 31st March 2025. Justify your answer, justify your response with reference to the relevant provisions of IND-AS 1. Oh, wow. Alpha Tech Limited, an Indian listed company, has availed on 1st July 2024 a short-term loan facility 50 crores from XYZ Bank Limited, repayable 30th June 2025. Alpha Tech Limited prepared its financial statements as at 31st March of year. On 15th March 2025, Alpha Tech and XYZ Bank Limited enter into a formal unconditional agreement to roll over the outstanding loan into a new long-term facility of 50 crores, repayable on 30th June 2030. Discuss the classification of the aforesaid loan in the balance sheet of Alpha Tech Limited as at 31st March 2025. Will your answer to one change if the new arrangement of Alpha Tech Limited with XYZ Bank Limited was signed after 31st March 2025? Before the financial statements of Alpha Tech Limited were for issue, approved for issue, will your answer to one change if the original loan from XYZ Bank Limited is paid on the due date of the 30th June 2025? Out of the funds released on the same day, ABC Bank Limited, under a new year, under a new 5 years facility by ABC Bank Limited. The agreement with ABC Bank Limited signed on 31st March 2025. Will your answer one change if Alpha Tech Limited is yet to sign any new government with any of the bank but has the intention to potential refinance the loan and continue discussion with the banks by 31st March 2025? Oh. Alpha Tech Limited a short-term loan 50 crore on 1st July 2024. Alpha Tech Limited Facts common to all parts. Facts common. Facts common to all parts. Alpha Tech Limited. Alpha Tech Limited took a short-term loan. Took a short-term loan of 50 crore 50 crore on 1st July 2024. 2024. Repayable on 30th June 2025. Repayable on 30th June 2025. June 2025. Financial statements prepared as at 31st March 2025. Financial statements prepared as financial statements prepared as at 31st March 2025. As at 31st March 2025. Original loan is due within 12 months from the reporting date. Original loan, original loan is due. Original loan is due. Original loan is due within 12 months. Original loan is due within 12 months from the reporting date. 12 months from the reporting date. Key standard involved in this chapter is NDS1. This standard NDS1. Key standard involved in this presentation of the financial statement. Key standard involved in the AS1. Presentation of financial statements. Presentation. Presentation of. Presentation of financial statements. Relevant in the AS1 principles is very important. Important as per in the AS1 paras. As per in the AS1 paras. As per in the AS1. In the AS1 paras. Paras. 69 to 76. A liability is a classified as current. A liability a liability is classified a liability is a classified as current. A liability is a classified as current if it's due to be settled within 12 months. It's due to be settled within 12 months. It's due to be settled within 12 months. Within 12 months. After the reporting period or after reporting period settled within 12 months after the reporting period, within 12 months after the reporting period, the reporting period the reporting period, or the entity doesn't have an unconditional right to defer the settlement for at least 12 months after the reporting date. The entity the entity doesn't have an unconditional right to defer the settlement for at least 12 months after the reporting date. The entity the entity doesn't have an unconditional right. The entity doesn't have doesn't have an unconditional right. An unconditional The entity doesn't have an unconditional right. The entity doesn't have an unconditional right to defer settlement. To defer settlement. To defer settlement. To defer to settlement. To defer to settlement. For at least 12 months. For at least for at least 12 months. For at least 12 months. After the reporting date, the entity doesn't have an unconditional right to determine the settlement for at least 12 months after the reporting date. 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 At least 12 months after the reporting date. 12 months after reporting date. Now, the first case, case 1, case 1. Classification as at 31st March 2025. Classification. Classification as at 31st March 2025. Situation It is a before 15th March 2025, before reporting date. On 15th March 2025, on 15th March 2025, before reporting date, before reporting date, before reporting date, Alpha Tech and XYZ Bank entered into a normal unconditional arrangement. Alpha Tech and XYZ Bank, Alpha Tech, Alpha Tech and XYZ Bank, XYZ Bank, right, entered into a formal, entered into a formal conditional, a formal unconditional agreement, unconditional agreement, or unconditional agreement. Loan loan rolled over into long-term facility repayable on 30th June 2030. It's June 2030. Loan rolled over into a long-term facility. Loan rolled over. Loan loan rolled over. Loan loan rolled over. Loan rolled over into a long-term facility. Loan rolled over, into a long-term facility. Long-term facility. Long-term facility. Repayable on 30th June 2030. Long-term facility. Repayable on 30th June 2030. See, analysis. As on 31st March 2025, Alpha Tech has unconditional right to deter the payment beyond 12 months. The rollover agreement existed before the reporting date, so it is a non-current liability as at 31st March 2025. As on 31st March 2025, as on as on 31st March 2025, Alpha Tech has an unconditional right. Alpha Tech, Alpha Tech, Alpha Tech has Alpha Tech has unconditional right, unconditional right. Alpha Tech has an unconditional right to defer payment beyond 12 months. To defer payment for payment beyond 12 months, beyond 12 months, beyond 12 months. The rollover agreement existed before the reporting date. See, as on 31st March 2025, Alpha Tech Limited has unconditional right to defer the payment beyond 12 months. The following agreement existed before the reporting date, and the rollover agreement, the rollover agreement, the rollover, the rollover agreement, the rollover agreement existed, the rollover agreement existed before the reporting date. The rollover agreement existed before the reporting date, before the reporting date, for the reporting date. Classify the loan is non-current liability. Classify the loan as non-current, non-current liability liability as at 31st March 2025, as at 31st March 2025. So India's reference, India's reference, India's reference, India's 1 para 73 and 74. India's 1 para number 73 and 74. India's 1 para 73 and 74. Now, agreement signed after 31st March 2025. For example, agreement signed agreement signed agreement signed agreement signed after 31st March 2025. Agreement signed after 31st March 2025. But before approval of financial situation. But before that. But before before approval of approval of financial situation situation financial situation rollover agreement signed after reporting date rollover agreement signed after reporting date rollover agreement signed after reporting date rollover rollover agreement rollover agreement signed rollover agreement signed after reporting date rollover agreement signed after reporting date but before approval of the financial statements but before approval before approval before approval of financial statements analysis is as on 31st March 2025, Alpha Tech Limited did not have an unconditional right to defer the settlement. Subsequent renunciation cannot change the classification. Analysis. As on 31st March 2025, as on 31st March 2025, Alpha Tech, Alpha Tech, Alpha Tech did not have an unconditional right. Alpha Tech did not have Alpha Tech did not have an unconditional right, unconditional right To defer settlement. To defer settlement. To defer the settlement. To defer the settlement. As on 31st March 2025, Alpha Tech Limited did not have any unconditional right to defer the settlement. Subsequent refinancing cannot change classification. Subsequent subsequent refinancing subsequent refinancing subsequent refinancing subsequent refinancing subsequent refinancing subsequent refinancing cannot change classification. Cannot change classification. Cannot change classification. Subsequent refinancing cannot change classification. So loan must be classified as a current liability. Now, loan must be classified as current liability. Loan must be classified as current liability. Current loan must be classified as current liability. IndAS reference, IndAS 1, para 74. Events after reporting period do not alert the classification. IndAS reference, IndAS reference, IndAS reference. IndAS 1, para 74. IndAS 1, para 74. 74. Events after reporting period, after reporting period, do not affect classification. Events after reporting period, events after reporting period events after reporting period events after reporting period do not affect classification. Do not affect do not do not affect do not affect classification. Do not affect classification. Now, third, repayment using new loan from ABC Bank agreement before 31st March 2025. Repayment using repayment using repayment using new loan new loan from ABC Bank from ABC Bank from ABC Bank. Agreement before 31st March 2025. Agreement before 31st March 2025. Situation: New Year loan from ABC Bank. New 5-year loan from ABC Bank. 5-year loan from ABC Bank. New 5-year loan from ABC Bank. Agreement signed before 31st March 2025. Agreement signed. Agreement signed before 31st March 2025. Used to repay XYZ bank loan. Used to repay used to repay bank used to repay XYZ bank loan. Used to repay XYZ bank loan. Analysis. Analysis. Rectifying is with a different lender. Rectifying is with a different lender. Refinancing is refinancing 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 is with a different lender. Financing is with different lender. Hello, Namaste, sir. Sir, this is Advocate Sivan Malila. You WhatsApp me, hi, like that, so that I am calling back, sir. I am from Chennai, sir. You are from, sir? Oh, you are from Gujarat. Yeah, nice to meet you, sir. Nice to. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I am tax and tax litigation, sir. Yeah, I am completely into only tax, income tax, GST, international taxation, all these things. Oh, super. You recently passed out working at department. Okay, but how you joined like income tax department? Like miss. Uh, okay, 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 okay. Okay, sure, sir. We'll work together, correct together. If any subject matter, anything, if you want, I'll ready to assist you. And thank you very much. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay, no issue. See, in the law profession, in law profession, bro, in law profession, senior junior is not there. See, only knowledge will prevail. But what happened? Knowledge will prevail. See, a 45 years old guy is coming and completing LLB and joining. No, but you maybe seen him is very big. He don't have knowledge. The thing is, whoever knowledge he will survive and he will lead good life in law profession. Only knowledge is the matter. Okay, knowledge and skill, knowledge and skill that may come through experience, that may come through well studies. Yeah, if you don't mind, if you see, if you don't mind, can you speak in English? I'm not that much comfortable. Yeah, tell me. Okay. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure, sir. Okay. 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 Surely. See, actually, all listed companies and all they're following 45 days because otherwise it will not be allowed into income tax P&L account as an expense. Straight away diesel of 30 percentage. See that expenditure. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, sure, sir. We both will handle. We'll both work together and you need any assistance, I'll support you. Okay. 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 Well, yes, sir. Well versed, sir. Okay. Surely, sir. Surely, surely, sir. My name is Sriman Narayana. Yeah, yeah, definitely, sure. Okay, definitely. See, few areas I'm well versed expertise. I have 14 years experience into income tax, GST, international taxation. Taxation area alone, I have experience. In other areas, I have not experience. Yes, only tax related. I have around hundreds of files before the department level and a few before Madras High Court, few before API High Court, few before Bombay. Okay. Office put up at Chennai. Chennai only. Chennai. Yes. Chennai. My office is available Chennai, Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, Guntur, Bombay, Mumbai. No, no, I don't understand. Junior staff around 5 to 6 people. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, definitely, brother. Thank you. Sure. Yeah, what's your name? I will also save your number. What's your name? I'll save your number. Name is Nimet Nimesh. Nimesh. Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Sure, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Ma'am, I have a missed call, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. 𝒟𝒹 educate office నుంచి కాల్ చేస్తున్నాను సార్. నెల్లూరు బార్ స్టేషన్.
Nellore Bar Association, madam. Okay, madam.
Yes, sir. సార్ మా సార్ ఎలక్షన్ కౌన్సిల్ ఎన్నికల పోటీలు సార్.
Ah. మేడం నేను ఓటేస్తా కానీ నా పేరు కొంచెం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోమని ఆయన గెలిస్తే రేపు ఆ ఇళ్ల పట్టాలు ఇచ్చే అవకాశం ఉంది కదా మన ఏపీ హైకోర్టు బార్ స్టేషన్ దగ్గర ఏదైనా మాకు ఉంటే సాయం చేయమని మేడం ఆ ఇల్లు ఇచ్చే టైంలో పట్టా
ఓకే సార్. ఒకసారి మా సార్కి మాట్లాడతారా సార్? నేను
మాట్లాడతాను.
కాంటాక్ట్ సార్కి
ఇవ్వండి మాట్లాడతాను ఏముంది.
ఓకే సార్. ఖచ్చితంగా సార్. నేను మీ నెంబర్ ఇస్తాను సార్.
ఓకే 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 మేడం థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
tiny creatures are the precursors to much of the wildlife we know in the sea. Refinancing with a different lender. What is the treatment? The treatment is even though agreement exists, repayment of old loan is not deferred. Original loan still due by 30th June 2000. So the original loan from XYZ Bank is a current liability at 31st March 2025. For example, what I want to say, refinancing is with a different lender, even though agreement exists, even though, even though, even though agreement exists repayment of the old loan is not deferred. Repayment of old loan, repayment of old loan, repayment of old loan is not deferred. Is not deferred. Is not deferred. Original loan is still due. Original original loan is still due on 30th June 2025. June 2025. See, the answer is no change for answer 1. No change for answer 1. Original loan from XYZ Bank is a current liability as at 31st March 2025. Original loan, original loan, original loan from XYZ Bank is current liability. Is current liability. Is current liability as at 31st March 2025. IndAS reference, IndAS reference, IndAS 1 para 73, IndAS 1 para 73, refinancing with refinancing with new lender, refinancing with new lender, a new lender does not give, does not give an unconditional right, an unconditional right, an unconditional right, an unconditional right